Hey guys, this is uh, clip two. Um, really just want to go a little bit deeper about Keldor. Since I gave my first one a, a hard deadline of 6.5 minutes. Um, really, I am really pumped for them. You know, I love these Unity champs. I really do. And I think they're really neat, especially him. And Now let me work this out with you. So the continuous heal is what really gets me going because we know in Chimera, basically Senna is top shelf, right? Because of all the continuous heals and turn meter. So if we can get Senna and Keldor together, that each time a continuous heal activates, this champion, it also fills their turn meter by 8%. Okay, that's not bad, because then it gets us going here. Like removing all buffs, meh, that's fine. But placing a decreased defense in a weaken, that could basically take away potentially uh, a Lydia from us. So we're not going to get that strengthened, but um, we are going to get a little bit more damage. Just ignoring defense and all that stuff. So it could be negligible from the strengthen to that. There has to be some testing, and obviously I don't have him. So him, yes, him. So that could be fun. But one of the reasons why I want him is just I have the supports to have him. I would have Arbe in there with Caldor. There's continuous heals. King Galkabar does, yeah, he does continuous heal. Um, the tricky thing is that he has to hit. There has to be, a debuff removed for that. So that's not too fun. Owala doesn't bring continuous heal unless they get hit. So that gets kind of annoying, because you don't really want to get hit, you know? We just want to have them placed, and you place for 2 turns an ally with the lowest HP. So it's not everybody. So that could be a problem. There is no continuous heal with Emic. So I'm definitely going to do Arbe with Keldor. Podrick, it's just and Podrick does the continuous heal on this A2. So that's not bad, as well as Lady of Wrath. She could be really fun. We have all the heals and buffs for Keldor on that, but now we need damage, really. So if we were to have Arbe, Keldor, Nace, that that that's pretty sweet, but we're not necessarily stripping away from anybody, and placing a decreased defense. So we're gonna need some more help. So I think Podrick does get tossed in there. Podrick, Keldor, Arbe, Nay. Nell would be fun to be put in there. Eastrid just for speed and crowd control. But I'm really going to go with Elil, just because we need damage, right? And we know that there is that potential, um, for us to build them up really kind of slow, crank out the attack and crit damage and crit rate, not even crit rate, but crit damage, bust out those good ones, because we're gonna be busting out a lot of buffs here. Just like the way to do it with Necrit in him, just make sure you have a lot of buffs, and then he gets to go, because it's 10% of his turn meter. So that's really sweet, and we know that he does do a lot of damage now. So that could be a potential. Um, Ruella does a lot of damage too. It's just one target though. Daity's really good too. Um, Putting out that decreased defense, so like, there is the potential there. Creodin freezes. I just think that Keldor, maybe Podrick, Arbe, and Nace is the way to go on that if I was to have them. Um, yeah, and I don't know much about this new one. Death Brand being out there is a pretty sweet one. You know, like I felt like this was kind of like okay. Like you're basically having her as a sweeper, just to basically kill everybody. But like, meh. I yeah, I just don't necessarily see it. Um, 30% turn meter is really solid, but stop being selfish. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a void. I'm not gonna. I'm not hunting down voids, but really, I'd be going heavy for him. Uh, yeah, just that's my own bias. Um, I guess he teamed up with uh, what is it? Calvalax would be really solid too, because he busts out four poisons. Yeah, so four of those poisons, and then he's instantly activating it. So I mean, at least we know that that's going to be some damage right there. So that's not bad. Um, and we know that it's going to ignore defense, um, and it becomes an AOE. I don't know. I'm just psyched for him. I really really want him, and I think that's all I got. And I'm sure that there's gonna be others that are gonna be geeked on him too. So expect him in one of these like you know um not these summoning pools very shortly. So yeah, I'm gonna be paying attention to it as much as I can. But that's it. Yeah, another quickie here. 7 minutes, not bad.